Squeak, squeak,
All
squeak,
right,
squeak.
here we are, show number 24 of Into the Cubieverse, and we are live.
The Cubieverse is a GPS-based game where you walk to get keys, use keys to open trivia vaults, answer trivia to earn rewards, and use those rewards to enhance your in-game experience or convert them to real-life rewards. Thanks for joining us tonight, and get ready as we take you into the Cubieverse.
Hey,
Tonight's
everybody.
Chris, atrocities. How's your week in the Cubieverse? And why don't you introduce our guest?
Absolutely. Hey, everybody. It's Atrocities here. As you guys may have noticed, Lionheart is not with us tonight. He is, as he's mentioned before, he's going on a trip for a month or so, so he will not be able to make it. So we have asked Gold Miner, who I think this is her third time on the show, to step in for the next month to help out with our hosting with us. So why don't you start off, Gold Miner, by telling us about your week in the Cubieverse?
Okay, well, I didn't have that exciting of a week. I did get my master sushi chef at a sushi quest, which was
Yay.
amazing. Um, I I know Atrocity's got his master chef QB there or blueprint there a couple weeks ago, and I know somebody else in our city that also got it there. So like we have two sushi quests here in London. Um, and it's funny how they're all dropping out of the same location, in my opinion.
That we know of.
Um, that we know about, yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Likewise, I had a buddy quest, which ended up being a deadbeat. So I dumped him on Saturday, Thursday, Friday morning, I think it was. And I've just got another one that I'm doing at 9:30 tonight. So
Oh, okay.
that's about it. Yeah.
Excellent. So
So
how long was it between dumping the Buddy Quest and having the new one show up approximately?
I dumped him Friday at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it came back today, which is Sunday. Um,
So about
at
48
probably around
hours.
4. Yeah, about
So
48
about
hours.
48 hours or so. So um,
I know I know once you dump somebody, they usually will come back a couple days later going, you won't get one this quick back. And to me, in my personal opinion, you always usually get it back quite quickly. Yeah,
Yeah.
a couple days.
Mine
So
too. 3 days. It seems to be a new one.
yeah, this guy came back to me on Saturday after I had already dumped it, and he's like, "Oh, sorry for the delay. I've been dealing with the hurricane." I'm thinking, I'm not quite sure where you are, but
Huh.
now that you're dealing with it, and his Discord, like when I was going to text him on or send him a message on Discord, it was saying he was playing Call of Duty, like, and you're kind of like, really, what hurricane was that? Well, no, I know there was a hurricane, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but
yeah, it's not a real excuse in that case, right?
yeah,
And
like
and
we had remnants of it, and
Yeah.
obviously if we were Texas or like other places, it certainly would have been a lot worse. But I don't buy his story.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but when I'm playing the game, if I'm not going to be available for buddy quests, I turn mine off.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
like. I know. There's try. I'm not trying to say. And every time there's a natural disaster or something, you should be rushing to turn off your Cubieverse buddy quest. That's probably the last thing on your mind. But if I know ahead of time that I'm not going to be available, I make sure I turn
Well,
mine off because I want quick buddy quests and to get those good connections.
and
I
likewise, like if we're traveling anytime, we always like make sure we turn it off a good day or so before, because it's like
Right.
we don't want to be on the way to the airport or wherever we're going and realize that our buddy quest is back at home, and like that's not
Yeah.
fair for us. It's not fair for the person you're having the buddy quest with. And likewise, communication. All he had to do
Yeah.
was send me a message. I know he's on Discord because it's telling me he's playing Call of Duty.
Right.
He kept logging into the game, and he's
Yeah.
just like, communicate. Just tell me there's a problem. Tell me when you think you can do
Exactly.
it. And any problems can usually be overcome. But
Yep.
you know,
I
so
agree.
yeah.
I 100% there with you. You know, all if you get a Buddy Quest and you know you've got it, um, initiate contact or respond to the contact. It can't take you more than 2 minutes. Obviously, if you run it from
Mhm.
a hurricane, uh, you know, don't worry about it. But when you've got time to play Call of Duty while you're waiting for the game to load up, just pop in and do quick communication for sure. No, I hear
Right.
you. Right there with you. Awesome. So Magic Dragon, why don't you tell us about your week in the Cubieverse?
Oh, I had a decent week. Got caught up on like what I make 8 days worth of Adventure Road. So now I'm 2 days ahead. So it was good getting lots of vaults. There was a lot of moving around this week, so that was good. Level 27 finally on my account since I got back to getting able to get some vaults going and such. Had a
Getting
buddy with
close.
one. I had the same as you, gold miner. I canceled one on Friday that had been online, no messages, no answers. Canceled it. I got one today, and it's already done. Like an hour after it spawned, they had already sent me a message. I said I can do it now, or maybe like 6 hours from now. And I was out. They're like, okay, let's do it now. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
right there, done.
Don't you love those people that are like,
I
hey, now
do.
let's go
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So
I do like that. A bunch of I've been holding back. We have 6 trade shacks in Dorchester, so I
Yeah.
try to stagger them so I have 3 available to do every night if the hard quest of 3 trade shacks come up. But I've been waiting for now, so I've been holding back on trade shacks, which hurts me for getting points and building my status and everything or in
Yeah.
the game. So I got more. I've been more vigilant getting the trade shacks this week, and no bonus prizes for me.
Oh.
That's the way it is for me. Liz will, bunch of O'Brien's will do a trade shack, and she'll just pass a random one, and I'll almost always get the bonus prize.
we seem to have those issues here too, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yep.
been a little dry on payouts lately. And
Yeah.
when I do get payouts, they're on random trade shacks that are paying out in resources that I really don't want. You know,
Right.
my trade shacks never seem to pay out. Very rarely do they pay out for me in the resource I'm looking for,
Right.
which is never great. I know actually, I think Gold Miner, I think this week you actually got one payout, um, and it was at the pilot. And what do you want from pilots?
Yeah.
Key cards,
Oh,
right?
any
Thousand
key
key
cards, yeah.
cards. What'd you end up with getting? What'd you get?
One pilot hat, which is the rare
Oh.
one, but I
Yeah,
only have like 18 other ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You never
So
get that. You never
pretty
get
sure
that
you
when
got it, but
yeah. You never get that rare payout when you hit the lava cubie or whatever it is, right? The fire
right.
cubie that pays that the fire heart pops out for you, that which is worth something. Like, no, here, have a pilot hat, thanks. So
I did
You
though at
do?
the
Does
watermelon
the fire TV
week.
pop out? Fire hearts?
yeah, the fire hearts will pop out on those ones. Um,
Really? I
yeah,
thought I thought hearts were done.
no, they changed that with this. You can get them in boxes now, and you
Okay.
can get them in the trade shacks, but
Great sense.
they're super rare, right? Like
Of
they're
course.
the,
Well,
the
that's
hardest one
fine.
to
I
get,
have a
but
fire TV. I need to level up then.
yeah,
I gotta restock my tree check. I also don't have the blueprint, but fire hearts are always nice to have. Any hearts are good to have.
definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
since we're still talking about the trade shacks, I want to rewind back to like show 4 or 5 maybe where I commented about not getting trade checks that have the wrong staffing on them. I want to make a slight clarification on that. I don't go out of my way for trade checks that have the wrong staffing. If I'm passing a trade check, I get it every time. But if there's another trade check 1 block over, out of my way, I don't go get it unless it's got something I want. So I just want to make sure, like, I'm not missing opportunities on getting trade checks. I'm not going out of my way for ones. Like, I'm not going to go get a paint resource one from a shark or something.
Right.
right?
No,
So,
I,
yeah,
Or the
I
green paint from the leprechaun.
yeah,
yeah, right,
I will skip leprechauns just because I've gotten the green paint. It's been so frustrating. But
right.
that's
Yep.
I know it's random, like that something gets generated out of them, but it feels like if you get something generating out of one trade check, chances are the rest of the 5 or 6 that you're trying to get, you're not going to get anything. And it just feels so frustrating when you go to that leprechaun and you get the bonus green
Yeah,
paint and you're like, woo, like just
right.
because of the fact that we've been
yeah,
playing long enough that we have a lot of paint. And paint
yeah.
is not a incentive for us to open a
Understood.
trade check. But
No,
I don't know. It is what it is. And I would agree. We don't go out of our way for those ones
yeah,
either. If it's on the route, because we we usually follow a route. We
yeah,
do ours and then we go downtown and get the 3 down that way.
yeah.
Um, but we used to religiously go to every trade check every 3 days. And
Right.
we've kind of slowed down on that just because some of the other ones don't have as great of
Yeah.
staffing on them.
No,
Um,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
still believe using 10 white keys will pay you out more paint plus
mhm,
cubic coins plus resin than it would a blue key at a trade shack of paint that you don't need.
mhm,
I still see more value in the 10 extra white vaults rather than going out of your way for trade shacks that
mhm,
Yeah.
don't meet your needs.
No,
So
I
staff your trade shacks accordingly. Sure, like staff them
absolutely.
for what you want. So
yeah.
anybody who's watching this, staff them for what you want. But if you're trying to make keys out of them from other people, you have to staff it for what other people want too.
Mhm. We each have in one of our trade shacks a watermelon cubie.
Oh
Both are
yeah,
level 10.
yep.
And that like Atrocities kind of gets annoyed with that because I'm almost the one that gets stuff out of those. Like I've had 2 drops of apples, so 2,000 apples, and
Right.
I had
No,
what 500
you've
watermelon,
had three
3,
apple drops. Yeah, yeah.
and then I
To
had
my
the
none.
watermelon drop the other day though.
Oh wow,
That is true.
nice.
So,
I see in the
but
comments here, Rashu saying he hit your watermelon shack the other day. Thanks for the
mine,
great staffing. Yep, yep.
Wow,
you were in London?
He was in London, didn't stop in.
Huh.
he's everywhere.
That's must be. He must have the route to the entire province or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um, for sure. So, but yeah, I've definitely there are some trade shacks that have less than um,
yeah.
ideal staffing, and those are the ones that
But
will
but they are
save
up,
for the
they
the
are
day.
staffed, and they do give you your trade shack qualifications. So
Yes,
thank
and
you
those
to everybody who has a trade shack. It's appreciated no matter what it's staffed with. Just
Mhm.
some staffing is better than others.
definitely, definitely. And
Well,
I save
what's
those
that one?
ones for the time that we need the three trade shacks, and those are the ones that
Right.
we would use on
Mhm.
those days.
Yeah,
So
they're always there, right?
I'm
absolutely.
so
Trust me, sir. Did you finish your week?
I haven't even started on my week.
I'm
Oops.
just, I didn't mean finish. I mean,
No.
have you told us about your week?
Yeah, so my week in the Cubieverse, I had an
Yeah.
excellent week in the Cubieverse. First of all, I won two auctions in the uh, auction house for
I-
cubies I was looking for. So I got myself a snowman cubie, um,
Yeah.
which was excellent. Um, there were a couple snowman cubies that popped up. In there, there's one that was at a buy it now of I think it's 111,000. And one popped up in the 80s. So I bid on the one in the 80s, and it closed at 92, and I won it. So yay! I was happy about
Oh,
that.
excellent.
That was
Which
excellent.
reminds me, I did buy a necromancer this week as well. I forgot about
Ooh,
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
what
go.
did you pay for that? If you don't mind me asking.
91,199 on a
Wow.
buy it now. It was,
Hmm.
and they've been listed at 111,111. I saw this one at 91. There was one at 98. Buy it now. And I just went for it.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I bought that $111,000
know,
snowman last week too.
I was a
Yeah,
little more
So
patient.
Yeah, I was about to buy. I was debating on buying the 111, and then a gold miner decided that she would do it, and I'm
I
like,
just
Of
okay,
course.
slid right in there before you could.
that's okay. I got
Oh,
mine cheaper,
oh,
so it was good,
Yeah.
right?
oh, it's gone.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We get
that was
that
good
here too.
But
for sure. And then I
feels like
picked
we've
up.
been buying a lot of things lately, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Atrocities.
I also got the yellow dragon too for
Good.
I think it was 60,000. I think I might have paid a bit much for that, but um, hey, I got it, so I'm good. I'm happy with that. So that was
Good.
really excellent. So that was good. And then Adventure Road, I got up to level 29 this week. So
Oh,
I was hoping to complete
congratulations.
it today, but did not happen. So
Hmm.
we should be able to have it done tomorrow or so. So
Yeah. Which is today now that it's after 8 o'clock.
yes, that is true. That is true. So we're close to it. So
Well, it
yeah,
does sound like you had a great week.
yeah. So we did good. I think I went to
And
sushi.
you forgot your
Or,
buddy quest.
yes, I had Buddy Quest today. Another one. Guy contacted me this morning, which is always good, and we were able to complete it quite quickly. So that was
Oh,
excellent.
great
So
job.
that was Chris P, I think was his name. So uh, definitely good, definitely good guy for that. So for sure, awesome. So I guess the first thing we kind of want to talk about was follow up on the MMA event. We didn't talk about that last week. Um, the reward boxes came out, I think, during the week. Um, and we were uncertain how the scoring system was working
Right.
um, because we were close to the top 10. Um, and it was like, I think sometimes where they give it out and it's like a top 10 scores. But in this time, it was not that way because I think our score ended up being like maybe number six highest score. So we
Okay.
ended up falling in the 10 to the 50 range.
Yeah.
Um, so we got some box in there. I was kind of happy with what I got as reward. I thought there was an outside chance that um, we if they had scored the top 10 another way, we might have gotten the QB, but it was not to be. So
It's
um,
unfortunate.
yeah. How did you end up doing there?
I don't know. I had let a lot of packages accumulate in my mailroom, and when the payouts came, I had just claimed all. And I was like, "Wait, what was that? Oh, hold on." So I'm not really sure right now,
Oh,
but I know I wasn't near the top at all. So mine was
That's
one of those things where I didn't have a chance to watch it again. So I equipped one. I think I equipped the red one first, and then
right.
I saw someone say a message about where they're starting the sixth match or something. So I just, oh, let's switch to blue for now. I wasn't out. I was out and about. Had no idea. So I was lucky to participate, but I don't know what I got.
that is one negative to the claim all, isn't it?
Yeah, it
But I
is.
love that
If
claim
you're
all
not
feature.
looking, so do I. It's fantastic. I wouldn't change. Same with the huge, the 100 key forge, mega forge.
Yeah,
I
that's
I wouldn't get rid of it at all.
that's
Mhm.
awesome. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
just looking at I was able to take a screenshot, which I do like as another perk of the claim all where everything kind of comes up. So I got
Yeah.
the 250,000 resin. I got 250 antlers, 250 cowboy hats, 250 red ribbons, 250 key cards, and 150 strawberry. So
There you go.
um, actually looking at here, cowboy hats kind of disappointing because all those just kind of came out, but um,
Oh,
and the
you just kind
antlers,
of. I definitely got the 250,000 resin. I think because
right?
I've noticed I have a lot more resin than I did a little while ago.
Okay,
So
so you
that could be
must.
what I came from.
There you go. So you didn't then. You weren't participating, really following it too much then. Because I was going to ask, like, what do you guys think of the new scoring system on that they implemented with the streak scoring?
I wasn't following a lot, but I like the new scoring methodology. You really separate the users then and find out who actually did the best overall, right? So I do like that from a competitive standpoint. It means some of us are going to miss out just because we didn't get the streak or whatever, would end up with the same points or whatnot. But I like the new metrics.
I did too. I liked how like the intention of kind of putting something in to spread the scores out, so not everybody was
Yeah.
grouped up and tied and whatnot. Um,
Yep.
I didn't like the fact that um, like the one we went like perfect, but for one fight. Um, and the fight we lost was it was the one that got called because the one girl got cut and was bleeding over her eye and was bleeding out, and they called it for medical reason. She was winning the fight up to that point and was definitely well in position to fight it, and then this sort of freak thing calls it. And the thing was is like we were that was like midway through, so we kind of got not necessarily screwed as her. We got the streak basically ended there because we couldn't build up the rest of the wins to accumulate a streak, right? So, but if someone
Yep.
had gotten like the first one or two wrong, their streak, they had an opportunity to continue building the streak. So,
Right.
um, and yet I'm sure now I know the like I said, the people that were at the top of the leaderboard got everything perfect, and then there's the next two levels of points in that leaderboard, whereby they would have gone, I think 7 for 8 or so. I think we went 7 for 8. It's just that they were able to get more streak points, and that they probably won that one, uh, and they got more points for that, right? Which
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's great.
right?
You would have liked it if it had been the other way for you.
Well, absolutely. But if it had gone the other way for
Yeah.
me, I would have, had it perfect. And
Yep.
DZ from the Bird just commented here. He says he got the second fight wrong, but he ended up with a nice streak. So, you know, because it was the second fight he was wrong, but he's perfect in everything else. His streak ends. I'd almost like to have seen a cap on the streak, perhaps, or so. So it wasn't like a perfect eight streak was whatever. Like you know, uh, and DZ also says he finished top 10 because, you know, in the end of the day, if the fights had been in different order, the same outcome, um, you know, the we would have
Right.
ended up different ranks. Anyways, doesn't matter. Um,
Yep.
I know they're working on it. I think it's a good fun event. MMA is not something we normally would watch, so it's kind of cool to
Right.
go and do that. Um, and Gold Miner just
It's
took
okay.
off.
You won't.
Anyways, um, I'd like to see them continue to refine that system somehow. Um,
Right.
so we'll see how that goes. Because at the end of the day, um, I do think it makes sense to kind of figure out ways to spread the scoring out further. But
Yeah.
um, you know, just because I got the sixth fight was wrong happened. I got one fight wrong and happy the sixth one that ran. I shouldn't necessarily be disadvantaged over the guy who also got the same a fight wrong, but it was the second one that happened. But I don't know. What's your thoughts, Goldminer, in
Yeah.
regards to the MMA?
It was fun to watch, actually. um, I don't know. It was fun. Like we went out with some friends who also play
Yeah.
the game. Um, we went. It was RX Wings and Genmo, and it was fun. Like we were just sitting there talking and watching it, rooting on
Right.
people, and it seemed like all their colors were opposite of what we were, or like what we were choosing. So it was fun. Like I don't know. I wasn't overly strategic about it. It was just more of a nice outing.
Right. Good.
I know that
Yeah.
sounds weird. I did like the event though. I would be happy if another one happened. The first time I was kind of like, oh, this isn't really our cup of tea. We didn't go out and
Right.
watch it or anything. But going out and kind of being interactive with it, I enjoyed it a lot more. That's all I can really say.
Good.
The cat coming by is cute.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
Awesome.
at least I'm not getting up 10 times this time to let the dogs in and out like I usually do.
well,
Nice.
I seem to have to keep getting up here, so I apologize for that.
No, that's the thing about the game. It happens around our lives, and our lives happen around the game. That's one of the great things about this game that I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's our daughter's 19th birthday today, so she has some friends over, and they're in and out, in and out. Where's this? Where's that? So that's what it is. So, yeah. But
What are we talking about next?
All right.
Mr.
So
Brenda?
next item on the event is the just completed soccer event. What are your
Yes.
thoughts? How'd you do? Who'd you pick?
Well, I picked England because I wanted England to win, but I told Liz to pick Spain because I knew Spain would win. So she was good. I still get the one participation box. I'm happy.
I chose Spain. I come from
Good.
British descent, so I really wanted to choose England, but Atrocities was researching stuff online and had said,
Yeah.
well, it looks like Spain's favored to win, and
Oh yeah.
I went with that. He, on the other hand, went with England. So
I went with
I'll
England
get some
as well.
boxes.
Well, I'll get box. We'll see.
Yeah. Hey.
It's
somewhat of a strategy here when there's a choice of two. We kind of sometimes decide to pick the opposites just to make sure.
Yeah.
It's a gaming household. At least one of us gets the bonus boxes then, instead of both of us missing out.
Yeah, I know. Like with the original World Cup event, we went the high risk strategy, and I can't even remember who was in that high risk. Who was in that game? Anyways, we ended
Argentina,
up
France.
Argentina and France, and we picked Argentina. We ended up getting the blueprint, which was high risk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay! So we both had the
Oh, that one
blueprint,
And
and
he's staffing one of my trade shacks right now, and he
yes,
gives it stuff all the time.
Oh
that
yeah.
is
Oh
true.
good.
That is true.
So
But I would like now that we're in, you got to buy it now, the bin option. If
Yeah.
we were to do that again, I think I agree with you where we might do the strategy where 1-1, and that way we're guaranteed a blueprint, and that way there's always the option to bin a,
Yeah.
a QB one way or the
Which
other. So
which is pretty decent right now. But if you refer back to our show on game economics,
yeah,
soon the price of things will go down, but cost more by the amount of resources that are available in the game, right?
yeah,
If I'm making sense in my
no, for sure. Without a doubt,
methodology.
like going back to that, I think yeah, but in that case here, like now, if there was a blueprint that was given out, or much like actually with the Leprechaun, and it was it
Yeah.
called the Leprechaun one, the recent St. Patrick's Day cutie. We
Right.
decided it didn't make sense to both buy it. Um,
Right.
so uh, and in the future, I think from a soccer or whatever event, we'll see. But I did like how that event came out of like nowhere, where it
Yeah.
was just like they put that stuff out, but you have to be paying attention to like the social media, or whatnot, because there's like in game, there's nothing that came out that said, hey, like be aware of
Right.
this, because I would have thought they would have had like a use their in-game messaging system to let people know about it.
That was before the in-game messaging system, though, wasn't it?
Actually, I'm talking about this week.
Oh, just okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I skipped. Right, like
Sorry, I thought you were still talking about the World Cup.
yeah, no. So But I liked how like they could repurpose the cubies, um,
Yeah.
and do this event, and it was a cool event. Got people interested in the soccer, um, which I wasn't that interested. I didn't know I seen all these soccer scores, but I had no idea. I thought it was all like Olympic qualifiers or something like that. But no, when this
Right.
came out, I had to look into it. So we shall see.
You see Plumber Boy's comment here on YouTube where he printed with 15 minutes to spare the other night. He printed both England and Spain.
Oh, wow.
How lucky is that?
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy. And which one did he
Yeah.
pick?
Uh,
He
Did he
doesn't
say?
say.
he doesn't say, but he said awesome when Rashu said Spain won 2-1. So I'm assuming he put Spain down.
Must put Spain down.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
he got
oh
Spain.
yeah, he did Spain. So
Okay.
Yeah, the last couple of soccer cubies I print, I seem to get like Iran and a bunch of
Huh.
these countries. You're like, what? Saudi Arabia, I think's in there. It's like, I don't want these guys. I know I want these guys. So, um, but yeah, yeah. For Plumber Boys RNG to get like England and Spain like back to back like
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be pretty freaking cool. So,
Yeah.
it's like printing all the cat QB or blueprints and hoping to get Missy and getting all the crap ones
Yeah.
or all the
well,
very extremely
Yeah.
common ones.
yeah, they're not crap.
They're not crap.
Just
It's
They're
they're
just
just not
cute.
as rare.
Yeah.
They're just not as rare,
crap being stuff I
right?
already have. My
Yeah.
apologies.
Right.
I knew what you meant.
So
Flower Boy says though this is Perry Sound has an excellent print shop that gives a good RNG. If so,
Oh, yeah.
wherever if you ever go to Perry Sound, you might want to take advantage of it,
Okay.
right? So,
well, don't get the ones in London because you get the opposite of what you ever want.
right, absolutely. So, but yeah. Anyways, I thought it was cool that they were to do that, throw that out. Plus, they put out the loot code. Um,
Good.
I don't know if the loot code is still available, but 1,000 soccer balls they put out, which meant that um, everybody could get 1,000 soccer balls and print those cubies, no issues,
Yeah.
which was really cool. Um,
And
so
that code was 4222, right?
I think that
Yes,
was
I
another
believe it
thing in
was.
my brain. Yeah. So
In case
yeah,
anyone's watching who hasn't tried it yet, 4222 for 1,000 soccer balls.
Mhm.
yeah. So hopefully it's still available, and if you can't,
Yeah.
and if you haven't got it yet, give it a try for sure. So yeah, I don't. Cool, man. I'm only gonna get one box, so it is what it is. But gold miner, hopefully, good luck to you on that. So, and the thing was, like, I, I, I did the research. It's like Spain's supposed to win. I'm like, but then I read some other stuff, and it was like, seems like it's England, the underdog story. I don't know. So that's where I was going for.
Yep.
But it,
Yeah, no, it was.
right. Anyways, they lost. Okay. Moving on. So, next weekend, we've got the upcoming Hunters Lodge, which
Yes.
is supposed to be every month now, but they delayed last month and then pushed it towards the end of the month. So it seems like it's been a while since last Hunters Lodge. Um, I'm gonna throw it to you guys. What do you hope to hear? What do you think might be announced? What's your
Tim,
speculation?
Tim Hortons.
Tim
Tim
Hortons.
Hortons.
There better
That's what I'm
be.
waiting for. That's what we're hoping for. We know that it's a done deal. We're just waiting for all the kinks to be worked out. So I'm hoping that's announced, and that's why the delay.
I would also love to hear a new event. It feels
Yeah.
like these little tiny mini events,
Yeah.
like the MMA and such. Still, like no rush to go out and get resources or anything. I'd like something new. Give me a weekend to do it versus like a long, drawn out
Right.
one. And yeah, I think that would be fun. Something in the summer. Um, I know we just had Canada Day, and I know we just had the 4th of July for the Americans, but as an experienced player, it was kind of like a non-event
Yeah.
because we have a
Yeah.
ton of resources. We have the blueprint. It wasn't like, hey, let's go to the States for a long weekend and play the, well, I guess it wasn't a long weekend for them, but it wasn't an incentive to hunt for them, like hunt for the resources, go to the States, or
Right.
anything such as that, right?
Right.
So something fun, something new that we could
Yeah.
enjoy trying to
Extra
conquer.
incentive. Don't. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I did see an Illusion Weaver comment saying that come August, they're going to start trying to do monthly events. So fingers crossed on that one. Um,
Yeah.
whether they're alternating between like big events and small events or so, we'll find out. Certainly, when we went live in the Cubieverse, and almost right away we had the um, uh, I can't even remember the name. Zelda. We had the Zelda,
All right.
right? We had Zelda, then pretty quickly, immediately followed up by the Mystery Science Theater
Yeah.
or whatever it
Yep.
was. Those two like weekend events right away, like month over month. And that was cool. That was great. Spending keys. It was excellent. Hopefully, with this announcement here, that they're going to start kind of doing that stuff again. Um, you know,
I thought we were supposed to have a lot more of those this year. Didn't they say
they
that back when those started?
that was the initial thing, and that was certainly the initial feel. Um, but um, yeah, it doesn't seem like they've kept that because it seems like we're in a back to doldrums of lack of exciting new events coming out. But hopefully, we hear some announcements. So we want to hear announcements of at this next week. Hopefully, we'll talk about that in specifics. I agree. Tim Hortons, I gotta say, felt like they didn't quite have Tim Hortons ready last month, so they pushed it back because I think if they don't announce Tim Hortons, I think we'll riot. So um,
That's why they delayed it last month.
that's why they delayed that one. And they did have that teaser that came out that looked at. I think we all agreed they end up looking like coffee cups
Yeah.
um, or so. Um,
Be nice to
so
see another teaser on those or something.
right.
Yep.
Someone Manel's suggesting a barista cubie. That's a cool idea,
Cool.
Hmm.
That is a good idea.
definitely. And then, and I think another good thing that might indicate that something's close with Tim Hortons or confirmed, because I know that the Toronto meetup event, um, they did have Tim Hortons gift cards available
That's true.
to the
Yep.
participants to that. So, um, I feel like that's another good sign that we're ready to go. Um, if they do announce uh, that the Tim Hortons is ready to go live. If I recall last time, a couple or after a couple hunters lodges, they put stuff live within an hour or so of announcing it on the hunters lodge. What are you guys' plans? Do you have any plans then? If they actually say, hey, we've got a Tim Hortons restaurant to available to be built, are you going to be able to
Nothing's
take advantage of
set
it?
right now.
No.
No, I'm waiting to see before I start my planning.
Did okay? So no location.
Oh, we already have the location with the blue
Okay.
user vault on it, ready to
Okay.
go. But no plans to run out and do stuff right away. Yeah, we secured that when it first became a whisper. There's only one Tim Hortons in our town, so
So you've got that ready to go.
yeah.
So who won the battle to get it? You or a bunch of O'Briens?
Why are you even asking me that question? Who
Oh,
wins
she
all
got
of
it.
our battles? Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes, yep. Nothing rhymes with happy husband. Welcome to marriage, dumbass. I like that whole thing. Okay.
So, um, are you would you gonna run out there, gold miner, right away, or what's your thoughts?
To
In
build one?
yeah,
Oh hell yeah! I've already got I got a white vault on my Tim Hortons, which he had not even Atrocities had never mentioned what Tim Hortons he wanted around us. And then
Right.
all of a sudden I drive by, I'm like, oh look it there there's a bulldozer that needs some help. Maybe you can put some stuff in. He's like, who did that? I was gonna put one there. And I'm like, you didn't say
That's
anything
me.
about that. So
Right?
anyways,
Yeah.
he's still
It
scouting out
happened.
the best location.
Yeah.
But yes, I have mine as a white user vault. He's convinced me not to put it as a blue one quite yet. Um, I don't know, but I'd like to get moving on it personally.
Yeah,
So
So
but I do believe it would have to be a level 10 blue to
yeah,
upgrade to the next level. So,
yeah, and that won't be a problem to make right away. Um,
right.
I also want to make a personally. I want to make a pizza shack someplace as well.
Yeah.
That said, he said like Atrocities was saying, hey, maybe you should wait for the Mortons to finish.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I instead of having to buy more crystal keys, that is
Right.
like we go to the trade or the vending machine every week, but
Right. So,
you know, so
yep. No,
soon
I understand.
soon we will dominate everything in this city. No. No.
so Plumber Boy
This
is saying in the comments that he's going to build one ASAP. He's got a level 10 blue user vault ready to go. Rashu says he's out of town and I have to fly back quick to build a Tim structure, which means we may have a chance because he seems like
Yeah.
he's got
The
Machine
first
Gun
Tim Hortons
Kelly, doesn't he?
structure.
And he's
Yeah.
been building a ton of stuff first in Ontario, so we might have a chance if he's out of town. So
Yeah.
and Hoff yes, Tim Hortons are in Canada. Um, However, some states have them, but I don't think you guys qualify for redemption in the states, do they? Like I know Michigan has them. There's some other states that
yeah,
have
I
Tim
think it'd
Hortons.
be the same way. Why? Well, like where Domino's
Trading.
does Domino's pizza doesn't work in Canada, and what's the
Mm-hmm.
other pizza joint they have? They don't have works in Canada. They may have a coffee shop that you might be able to build the coffee shops, but they probably don't have a partnership outside of Canada, I would imagine. On the other
Mm-hmm.
hand, the Canada is the head office, so they may
Yeah.
roll it out, whatever. Who knows? So we'll see. We'll find that. We'll find that out for sure. Um, but yeah, I personally would. I want to wait and do some building in 1 month, the same month, and try and get a uh, top 10 build for Machine
Builder.
Gun Kelly. So
Good idea.
I would personally would delay getting them built out right away. So, and
That's a good
like what,
strategy.
right? Likewise in London, we don't have a pizza shop, right? Which is, uh, unfortunately, we have two sushi sacks, but no pizza shops. So I'd like to see a
Right.
pizza shop. Somebody, I would like somebody to have built a pizza shop that we could be taking advantage of, but that's certainly not the case.
Nice.
But oh well. So any other speculation you guys got in or wants or whatnot to think we might hear?
Nothing on my mind. I always look forward to the shows, though. The
Mm-hmm.
100 Legends are always fun.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe we get the Hawaii event again. That'd be nice, easy when they kick back off.
Yeah.
Because they do say they did say they'll have a Hawaii event. So we shall see um, what's going on. So
But do
hopefully
you think
that
the Hawaii event, if there's another Hawaii event, do you think it's going to be similar or the same or
I
add to
think
it or?
I think that similar to the repeat events, um, there'll be probably be there'll be some new some new cubies for sure. In the Hawaii event, you could do all three new ones, and then have a chance to get some of the older blueprints, right? Like they've done in the
Yeah.
past.
The turtle?
Not the turtle because I think turtle is epic.
Epic, right?
They don't
Yeah.
right. They don't bring the epics back, but the other ones they have a chance. You have a chance at. So we shall see. Even if it's just a chance of getting more plumeria. Plumeria seems to be the one ingredient in the auction house that is constantly being fought over. Um, so
Well, I just go down to one of your two trade shacks that have it, and I collect it no problems.
Oh,
yeah, well, it doesn't produce for me. So
yeah,
right?
he just about loses it every time I get Plumerian. He's like,
yeah,
"What the heck?"
of course.
And she's never even offered to bin me any of it.
No, I'm
No.
just collecting it.
Right. So I did hear that they might actually do something with upgrading trade shacks at some point. So that'd be
Yeah,
cool if
heard that as well.
they push something like that out. Um, I would imagine it would be a matter of you probably need to upgrade your trade shack maybe to increase the percentage chance of paying out. I think right now it says the trade shacks have a 2 to 7% payout chance. Um, if you level it up and we're able to increase that to by like 10% or so, uh,
Right.
that would be excellent. But I think that would be
Yeah.
um, pretty whatever. And then you know, it's interesting like these consumables could be for the Tim Hortons the coffee stall. Like, how do you think the consumables uh, would work? I imagine you need to purchase them with uh, crystal keys, or do you think you need Cubicoin to purchase consumables?
I think Cubic coins are the currency of the game. So that's my thought on it. I hope for it.
Right. And then what will you consume? Will you like um, need a blue? Oh, say, you think you need like a blueprint to produce the consumables, sort of thing? Is that how you think it would work? Like, when I need,
I don't know.
say, I don't know, get some, for instance, get
I'm
coffee
hoping that it
beans.
works. That the Tim Hortons store that someone built there works like a vending machine, where you go to when you go there, you put in the Cubic coins to get out your Tim Hortons gift card. And so instead of Cubic coins to Crystal Keys, it's Cubic coins to gift certificate or gift card.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping it works out. That works like so that
So
way
what do you?
anybody.
Sorry, go on.
So hopefully then that anybody who plays the game can use your Tim Hortons vending machine to get Tim Hortons gift cards, just like
So
they
what?
could use. Question?
What's in it for the person who owns it then? Like, will we be
You get.
getting QB coins back, if you think, or just keys?
That's what I think. Like you would
I
get
don't.
like just like you would a vending machine. So that would be the reason for owning a vending machine is you get paid in cubic coins.
Yeah.
I think it's something would happen for a reason to why to own Tim Hortons.
Yeah. Vending machines are the best. Uh,
Yeah,
best one out there because they pay you back in QB coins, as opposed to,
that's my
you
hope.
know,
Anyway, that's my hopes
yeah.
for Tim Hortons.
Well,
Hmm.
fingers crossed it's announced next week and we'll be able to sit here and talk about it
Yeah,
with
Um,
extensive knowledge.
anybody in the chat that's American, what do the pizza shacks pay out? That might help.
that's true.
Like if they
Yeah.
pay out in QB coins.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
But
Yeah.
I do see here that it looks like is it D Skin? Is that how you'd say that? Says that there's a couple in the UK. Going back to the Tim Hortons comments.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I did see that on a television show.
Oh, really?
The Tim Hortons in the UK aren't quite like the ones here. They have much different products.
Mm-hmm. Well, even if you're going to Michigan and stop at a Tim
Yeah,
Hortons, it tastes
yeah.
completely different. So not the same product.
Ah.
Yeah.
So how are we doing on our topics there? Atrocities?
I think that's pretty good. I think, you know, um, I was just looking for some speculation on what we might have on Pizza Shack pays out in garlic sauce. Okay, and they deskin.
That's excellent for those who
Yeah,
like the garlic sauce.
for sure. So, okay. So I think we're coming up on 8:50. I think it's time to wrap it up. Um,
Yeah.
Buddy Quest spin. Unfortunately, still don't have enough entries to do another spin. So please
Yeah.
get those Buddy Quest shoutout spins in. Um, so we can spin. So enter. You can enter as many times as you want. So in theory, every time you complete a Buddy Quest, you can pop it in and pop your name in and put an entry in and see if you can win. So please go ahead and do that. I'm also going to comment in regards to Buddy Quest. If you feel like you can do one in 24 hours, please add me. I'm always happy to do one with you. Um, so and likewise, with Buddy Quest, if you're not able to do one, whatever, also good piece of advice is, as we said earlier in the show, just disable it until you're ready to do until you're able to do it again. Um, and then I guess the final thing here in regards to that is oh yes, once again emphasize a tip that once you see the Buddy Quest location on your screen, you can click it to
Yeah.
enable it. You don't have to get up close again because I know still talking to people that are can see it and they're like, I can see it. I'm close to getting there. It's like no, just click on it
Just click it.
once it's on your screen. So
Yeah.
that's it. And then DZ from the Berg says 5% weekly of Cubic coins cashed out and 5% of the keys put in when it hits 20. So um, that is in reference to. Actually, I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
How did
That's in
the
reference to the
pizza?
Pizza Shack.
That is the pizza. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense. So that's the same as the vending machine.
And Rishi
So
wants to know if that's creamy garlic sauce or just the plain garlic sauce it pays out.
right on, right on.
Oh, and garlic sauce is the color of the delicious cubic coins or
Nice.
Wonderful.
cubic coins in this.
Yeah, that's
So
a D-skin in your mind there, isn't it? So okay, well that's it for me. I don't know if anybody else has anything you want to talk about or add this week.
I'm good. That's a
Okay.
good show.
All right.
Nice talking
yeah,
Well,
to you.
excellent. Next week we'll hopefully go over the Hunter's Lodge in detail. But otherwise, thanks everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below, all of the YouTube stuff. And that's it for me. Thanks a lot.